Hi, everybody. Excuse my voice. It's currently 1:06 in the morning. I'm just gonna do a little late live before I go to bed because the house is quiet and my nephew is asleep. So why not?
Give me a run for my money. There was nobody, no one that run me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's love. Cause I'm beautiful, yeah. When I'm with you, no question that this girl Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Kaylin Elizabeth. Today's video, y'all will be spending the day with me as a CNA or something along the lines of that. So basically, it is Sunday, February 9th. It's 9:39 in the morning. I am about to get up and get ready. I'm going to church this morning, so I'm going to get up and get ready for that. And then I work a 3 to 11 shift. So if you're not new here, you know that I used to work 3 to 11 shifts, but since I went PRN, I work mostly night shifts, which is 11 to 7. So this will be my first 3 to 11 shift in a really long time, like months. It's been months since I worked a 3 to 11 shift. So church starts at 11. I'll be out of church by 1 the latest. So I'll literally have to come home, eat. I'll probably get to chill for like 30 minutes. So y'all will see all of that. And yeah, so I'm gonna start getting ready for church.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, revealing of the pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet.
A patient care tech. If you guys have been keeping a close eye out on my channel, y'all will see that I have dropped other patient care tech videos explaining what a PCA is. Y'all know that I work at the hospital. I do 12-hour shifts. The day that I filmed the video was actually this past Saturday, so it's not anything from today. But we're going to go ahead and rewind to Saturday so y'all can see what all I do at work. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, I am walking to my car, getting ready to get it started up so that I can head to the hospital. Now, for some reason, this morning my windows kept fogging up, and I don't know why because I live in Alabama where it's smoking hot all the time. So I don't know. I had to turn my defrost on. So I actually work day shift. I do 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, although I start at 7 a.m., we have to be clocked in before 6:45. So that's why I leave home so early. So here I am. I'm just pulling into the hospital, and my hospital has a lot of construction and stuff going on outside. They're building a new parking deck, so that's why y'all gonna see a lot of construction and stuff going on around here. So once I pulled up, I'm getting out my car, walking in the parking lot. We have to walk a good little distance because, like I said, we don't have a parking deck. They're actually constructing on it, so we have to walk this good little distance. But hey, it's good exercise. And now I'm walking through the doors and walking down this long hallway to get to the elevator. So now I'm finally on my floor. The first thing that I do is I clock in and I go straight to the nurses station. When I get to the nurses station, they usually have a little schedule for everyone, and it tells you basically who all patients are, what room numbers, how many patients you have. So I got my little schedule and I'm walking to my little desk that's out in the hallway. I didn't sit in the nurses station today because the desk that's out in the hallway was actually closer to all my patients. So I tried to make it easier on myself. But here I am, I'm getting report from the night shift PCA on all my patients that I have. Now I'm just walking into this room where we keep our vital machines. One of the biggest roles that we do as PCAs is check vitals. So we check blood pressure, temperature, oxygen, and heart rate and all that stuff. And also, I just fold up my little paper with my report on it. And I kind of keep up with this paper all day because I usually just add on to it, just write down things that I need to write down on it. So that's why I put it in my pocket. Now I'm grabbing my bleach wipes and I'm just going to wipe off my little area that I'm going to be sitting at because you never know who's been sitting where, who don't wash their hands. So I have to make sure that I wipe that down real good. I'm wiping down the keyboard, the mouse, the computer that I'll be sitting at. Now this right here is our pager phone, and usually they page our phones whenever the patient needs to be changed, whenever they want some ice, a drink, or whatever. So I wipe this down real good because, you know, whoever had it from night shift, like I said, don't know if they cleaned it off or whatever, but I just double make sure. I'm also cleaning off the vital machine here. We have the blood pressure cuff, the oxygen probe, the temperature probe, and the little bar scanner. Like I mentioned before, our first set of rounds, we call them our 7 o'clock rounds. We go in, we introduce ourselves to our patients, we meet them. We also check their vitals for the first times of the day. Now, I work on a heart floor, and a lot of my patients have on heart monitors. So we are required to change the heart monitor batteries out every 24 hours, and we have to do it at 7 a.m. That way, the cardiac monitor unit won't be paging our phones all day saying, "Hey, we need you to change the batteries out. Hey, this patient's heart monitor died." They will bug you all day. So I make sure I go and I change out all their batteries out my first set of rounds so I don't have to deal with that all day. So here I am in the supply room, just stocking up, just getting this little bag, filling up with batteries. And like I said, I do this my first set of rounds. Here I am getting my vital machine, starting my 7 o'clock rounds. Sometimes during our 7 o'clock rounds, we will have to get our patients set up for breakfast and help feed them. Now here y'all can see that I'm sitting at the computer and I'm doing some charting on my first set of rounds. We have to do charting every 2 hours for every rounds that we do. So it just asks basic questions like, what was the patient doing? Did you help turn them? Did you help feed them? Was their family there? Et cetera, et cetera.
It is currently 8 o'clock, and as y'all can see, like y'all saw me get ready and stuff for my 7 o'clock rounds. Just got done, just got finished charting.
What's crazy about this is that it was a guy that wanted me to do CNA and patient care tech and EKG and all that good shit. But the whole time I'm over here thinking I'm doing something by doing these classes and getting all of these certificates. Whole time CNAs they only get paid like $25 an hour. Like starting rate is $20 an hour. You'll be lucky to get a $25 an hour job. Aston started CNA. And some people when they started these CNAs, they was getting paid $17 an hour. So I'm like, why the fuck we doing all this hard ass work just to get $17 an hour? Now, mind you, I'm a caregiver. We make the same amount of money as a CNA does, staffing, and that's crazy. Like staffing CNA, staffing CNAs and staffing caregivers make very similar amount of money. I went on Indeed, for example, Indeed.com, typed in caregivers, and CNAs, and whole time we make it very similar. We make very similar amount of money starting, just the starting rate. Okay. Um, and I'm just like, ain't no way I'm doing all this bullshit just to get $20 an hour or $17 an hour. And then I'm over here looking at RPNs and RNs. RNs getting paid almost $50 an hour, and so does LPNs. LPNs get paid almost $50 an hour as well. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, am I really in the wrong field, or is it just something that I feel like nursing fields get overhyped because they're trying to get a lot of people to sign up for nursing fields, but the whole time they don't want to tell people the truth about like how much they really gonna get paid and stuff like that. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but nurses tends to go on strike a lot, and mostly because of pay rates. Because for one, like in hospitals alone make so much money, especially money off of the insurance that the patients bring in. They make so much money, so I can't see why they can't pay the nurses a little bit more than what they get paid now. Now I can't see why. They make over $3 million a year, and they act like they can't pay the nurses at least $45 an hour each. CNAs, LPNs, when mainly CNAs and patient care techs, the PCTs. So I'm like, I'm just thinking long and hard, and I'm like, this is something I really want to do, or do this as like a silent job or something. I don't know, but I feel like the nursing field is a joke, and the pay rate of the nursing field is a joke. Because if CNAs are getting paid just as much as a caregiver, then the whole time, what's the point? What's the difference? You know?
Right now, I'm just chilling or whatever until my next set of rounds. So I just wanted to tell y'all about one of my patients. I had one in her room, and I was like asking her, did she want a bath? Because I have to get baths and stuff around 9, 10 o'clock.
And I know
She
I
was
said, like, what's the
so
difference?
sweet.
I
Like,
mean,
so
like,
far, all my patients
the
have been
difference in the
real
pay
sweet or
rate.
whatever. Lastly, I was like, do you want a bath?
Because
And she
a
was like, if it's
caregiver,
not too much on
we
you. And I'm
tend to
like,
work
ma'am, like,
in
I
the
do this
houses
for a
rather
living. I
than work
give
in the
baths. And
nursing.
she was like so sweet. She didn't
CNAs,
want, she was
they
like,
work in the
I don't
nursing
want you to
homes
hurt
and
yourself.
the
It's so
hospitals.
little, and I don't want you to hurt
We're
yourself.
more
You know, and I was like, ma'am, I promise,
there
like, I
when
can
it
give a
comes to
full
like,
bath to you without no help.
like,
So she was real
you
sweet.
know,
And
we
I'm
right
enjoying my
next
day
to
so
them
far.
24/7
It's
rather
been a
than
smooth,
CNA.
calming morning this first hour. So let's hope it stay like this all day.
So at this point, it's like 8:30, and I was done charting, doing my 7 o'clock round. So I headed down to the cafeteria to get some breakfast, and my hospital cooks some good food for breakfast, y'all. Usually for my breakfast, I usually get biscuits and gravy, cheese, eggs, and sausage. So I'm just headed back up on my floor so I can eat my breakfast before my 9 o'clock rounds. So here is almost time for my 9 o'clock rounds, and 9 o'clock rounds is one of the most busiest rounds of the day. Here we help our patients get basically set up for the day. We help bathe them, brush their teeth, turn them, get their bed sheets changed, anything they ask of us to do. So here I'm just writing down some notes, some things that they might want me to do, and I'm just walking down the hallway, getting, going from room to room, asking them what they need. And one of my patients actually wanted some ice and I think a
That's
Dr.
how
Pepper. So here's the
caregivers
patient
are,
room. We
basically.
keep ice, cups, snacks, drinks, all that stuff for our patients whenever they need it. And here I'm just getting the ice and stuff set up for this, and pouring it in this bag because we're not allowed to bring the patient's cups out of the room. So if they need ice, we always have to get bagged, and then we just fill up the cups and we pour it in this little bag. And so here's all the little drinks and stuff that we have for the patients, and we have a bunch of them. So like I said, my patient wanted a Dr. Pepper, so I grabbed her a Dr. Pepper and took it to her room. So, like I mentioned before, 9 o'clock, we give baths, bed baths to the patients that need assistance. So, I just grabbed this little wash basin in the supply room, grabbing this body wash as well as some deodorant. I grabbed lotion, and I also grabbed some non skid socks. We have like these little yellow socks, they have grips at the bottom so that the patients, whenever they get out of bed, they don't slip up or fall or anything. So, I always try to change out their socks every day. Now, up here, these are pads that we put under the patients so that if they have an accident, they poop or whatever, it doesn't get all over the bed sheet. So I have to change those out. Here I'm in the linen room, and this is where we keep like the washcloths and towels. So I'm just grabbing a bunch of washcloths, towels, a fresh gown for them. And I'm also, changing out their sheets so I get a fresh blanket and a fresh draw sheet. And here I am letting the water get warm so I can get the bed bath set up. So now I'm back in the pantry room after I got done giving baths because one of my patients had asked for some coffee and she had asked for a bunch of sugar and creamer and stuff. So that's what I did. I got it for her. Okay, y'all, so it's 11 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, we do blood sugars. So right now I got the bag, and this is like the little prick things that you stick in the finger to check the blood sugar. And then we have the test strips in here as well. And now I'm just in here getting the alcohol wipes because before you take blood sugar, you have to wipe with alcohol wipe. Then you prick the finger, squeeze the blood out, and you put it on the test strip. So that's what I'm in here doing now.
So basically, this is pretty much everything a caregiver is doing, except with the alcohol and a wipe thing. Like, we don't really do that part. So, we don't do that part when it comes to like caregiving, but we do a lot of bathing, showering, dressing, feeding. Reminding them to take their medicine. We do have to run them errands, run them to the doctors and stuff like that. But we definitely do similar, very similar as what she's doing in the video when it comes to caregivers. But yeah, caregivers are like the bottom of the barrel when it comes to nurses. But I better go ahead and get off. I'm falling asleep. I just want to come up here and do a quick little live. That's all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.